The Book of Nightmares. Once upon a time, in the quaint village of Serenity Springs, there lived two young siblings, Lily and Ben. They were known for their boundless curiosity and adventurous spirit. One summer evening, while playing near the edge of the Whispering Woods, they stumbled upon an old dusty book half buried under a pile of leaves. The book's cover was adorned with intricate patterns and an eerie title, The Book of Nightmares. Intrigued, they took the book home and decided to read it before bedtime. As they flipped through the pages, they found stories about children facing their deepest fears in the most terrifying ways. Each story was more frightening than the last. Ignoring the uneasy feeling in their stomachs, Lily and Ben continued to read, captivated by the chilling tales. That night, as they fell asleep, the air grew heavy with an unsettling silence. Suddenly, both children found themselves in a dark, foreboding forest, eerily similar to the Whispering Woods. The trees loomed tall, their twisted branches casting sinister shadows. The siblings held hands, realizing they were trapped in a nightmare. Lily and Ben encountered monstrous creatures that embodied their deepest fears. For Lily, it was a gigantic spider, its 8 eyes glinting menacingly. For Ben, it was a towering figure cloaked in darkness, with eyes that seemed to pierce through his soul. The siblings ran, their hearts pounding, but the creatures pursued them relentlessly. As they fled, they stumbled upon a wise old owl perched on a gnarled tree branch. The owl's eyes glowed with a gentle, knowing light. Children, the owl hooted softly, you have entered the realm of nightmares because you let fear take hold of your hearts. But remember, fear is only as powerful as you allow it to be. Desperate and exhausted, Lily and Ben listened intently. How can we escape this nightmare? Ben asked, his voice trembling. The owl replied, face your fears. Stand your ground and show them that you are stronger than they are. Only then will you find your way back to the waking world. Summoning every ounce of courage, Lily and Ben turned to face their respective fears. Lily confronted the giant spider, telling herself it was just a figment of her imagination. The spider shrank smaller and smaller until it vanished completely. Ben faced the dark figure, reminding himself that it couldn't hurt him. The figure dissipated into thin air, leaving behind only a wisp of smoke. With their fears conquered, the forest began to transform. The once menacing trees now glowed with a warm golden light, and a path appeared before them, leading back to Serenity Springs. The siblings followed the path and soon awoke in their own beds, the morning sun streaming through their windows. Relieved and wiser, Lily and Ben decided to bury the book deep in the forest, ensuring it wouldn't cause any more nightmares. They shared their experience with the other children in the village, teaching them the importance of facing their fears head-on and never letting them control their lives. From that day on, the children of Serenity Springs learned to be brave, understanding that true courage comes from within. And Lily and Ben, having conquered their own nightmares, grew up to be the wisest and most fearless leaders the village had ever known.